Hello, my name is Paulette Downey, and I am the founder and owner of Skin Products Works. So I'm going to talk briefly about why Skin Products qualifies to work with your beauty brand in building upon the success that it has already, you know, experienced. So before actually entering the beauty foray, I was in the business world for 15 years. And for a number of years, I worked as an event planner as well as a communications coordinator. So in those roles, I created a lot of communication plans, a lot of event plans for small events, as well as large festivals for the city. And so, doing this, like creating these plans, I learned a lot about um, business, planning things on a business aspect, business point. So, learning, like goals and objectives, strategies, and tactics, and all of these things which encompass plans, our business plans. And so that gave me a lot of experience in looking at business in a strategic point and providing business solutions. So it just opened my eyes, like from a business world of learning how to in think in ways in generating awareness as well as generating profits and actual success for the various events that I was planning for, as well as looking on the horizon for future events and how we could do those and come up with all creative ideas as to what we could do for various events, or plan various events in the future. So being in the business in the business environment for a number of years, like I said, over 15 years working in the business environment, I have been exposed to looking at things from a business perspective. So when I entered the beauty world, of course, I kept that whole perspective. Like I kept that whole perspective of looking at things from a business point. But what ended up happening as I was still looking at things from a business point, I was also dealing with individual customers. So dealing with those individual customers, I learned a lot, first of all, from them. And I learned a lot about how to care for their skin. I learned a lot about makeup and the whole theory of makeup and the consistency of it, and just the various, like basically the chemistry and how it works, along with fragrance. I learned a lot about like the scents and what scents work for what people, and the whole chemistry of it. So I learned a lot about those three areas in the beauty industry, from being, helping the customer. And so I did that for 11 years, just over 11 years, I should say. And so during that time that I was working with these customers, helping these customers to get great skin, to match them up with makeup that suited their skin tone and that suited their personalities, and for whatever type of events that they were using the makeup for, as well as for fragrance. Again, depending on the age, the event, and what they needed the fragrance for, and what they preferred. A lot of variables go into that as well. So learning all of that, and also having the trainings. So I was dealing with, oh my goodness, I was working with brands from the prestige end, as well as from the derm end, and also the mass end. And I had about, I would say in total, maybe over 60 brands that I was dealing with on an annual basis. I would receive trainings on these brands twice annually. This does not include having trainings online by the company that I worked for. So also I did online trainings as well as I did a lot of studying myself. So I really, really did put in the time on my own time. So aside from going to all these trainings twice annually, total, like I said, it could be close to probably maybe 30, 40 of the brands twice annually. And then for online studies, of course, it was more than 40 because some of the companies only provided training online. So all of this, which I gained so much knowledge about from all of these beauty brands over the 11 years. So I learned about beauty brands. I learned about customers because customers, of course, shared a lot of their information with me. And they taught me. I learned a lot about the industry from my customers. So I learned about the industry. They shared things with me, and so that helped educate me from a customer's point. And also, they also shared their likes and dislikes, what things they would go for, what things they wouldn't go for. So for me, because I had already came from the business world, I always thought, how could I help my customers at the level first that I was helping them, but also how I could continue to help them at another level so that products could be put into their hands that they would want to use and they would be happy using and would be willing to purchase and pay for and become a regular customer of that product. So this is the experience that I have okay, so combined with everything that I mentioned, I also have, I'm also a certified medical skincare therapist. So that's medical grade skin therapy, so massages, but also dealing with a lot of the spa apparatus. I have an associate's in public relations. I have an associate's in liberal arts, general arts and science, and so the education is also in combination with the experience. So this is what I and my company bring to beauty brands. And this is how Skin Products Works can truly, truly, truly help to take your beauty brand to the next level. And so I am more than interested in meeting up with you, having coffee, and, like just talking and chatting. And in the process of that, like you getting to know me and as well as my business, and I getting to know your beauty brand. So I so look forward to hearing from you. My information, email, phone number, you can find that on my website, as well as you can go to my Instagram account. All that information is on my website. So I look so forward to hearing from you. Thank you.